Hi, my name's Jonathan Meyer, and this is how God is in my life. So, it was around 1 p.m. I was in the second year of my degree at the time, studying music, and part of my course involved writing and performing music. I had an assignment due that night, which was to write a song. Um, that song was then to be performed to my classmates and lecturers the morning after. And about 3 hours out from the deadline, I had absolutely nothing. No ideas, no creative spark, and I was starting to panic. Creativity is never helped by panic, so that really wasn't an ideal situation. In a moment of clarity, I decided that maybe I should pray. I hadn't really prayed that God would give me inspiration to help with school in that kind of way before. I assumed perhaps this is much too small and insignificant for God to help me with, and besides, it was entirely my fault that I'd left it to the last minute. Regardless, I prayed that God would please give me the inspiration to write a really good song. I think I apologized for leaving it too late as well. After that, I went to the kitchen and got some food, took a breather, and went back to trying to write that elusive song again. I sat down with my guitar, and that one there, I think. The first thing I played was a riff that I really liked, so I scrambled to my phone and recorded it in, and quickly after that, I thought of a melody, and then a verse, and in around 15 minutes, I had a full song. 15 minutes later, I finished the lyrics, and shortly after that, I submitted the assignment. Normally, one song can take days, maybe weeks for me to finish, but this was in the space of about 45 minutes. God really came through for me there, and I think he was teaching me a lesson as well. This is just one example, but God cares about me, and not just on a grand, broad, general sense. Like we're taught in Sunday school that God cares about everyone in the world. Well, yes, but God, in his greatness, also cares for me, for Jonathan Meyer, the musician from West Auckland. He cares about the intricate and insignificant parts of my life, like the things I like to do in my spare time, the things I'm studying, the way I feel on a particular day. Now, I was brought up Christian, in a Christian family, and I've been taught about God since before I was old enough to understand the words. I don't have a dramatic conversion story where God saved me from death or intense persecution or anything. My faith has grown with me over the years, and though it was a gradual thing, there's a couple of specific points that I can point to during my life where I remember dedicating my life to him. One time when I was very young, tearfully waking up Dad and telling him I wanted to be a Christian. And later at an Easter camp, when I was around 14 with my family, I felt this abnormal urge to go to this optional worship service, something I wouldn't usually do. And I think there God really reached out to me. That led me to take Christianity much more seriously after that. God is always there for me, and always has been, and he always will. And I'm still on that journey of knowing him. The fact that God is with me brings me an amazing sense of comfort and assurance. I know God is with me, and more than that, he's interested in the small, seemingly insignificant parts of my life. And if he's here for those little things, then he's 100% going to keep me safe when things get really tough, in persecution or evil circumstances. He's really got my back. The awesome creator God of the universe is personally invested in my life, and that brings me a tremendous amount of comfort. Thanks for listening.